welcome back to Midwest Access. We have a chef in-house today. Reed Martin is the head chef at Chip Shots in Northwest Rochester, and he is here today to show us how to make Tot-Dish pizza.
Tot-Dish pizza, that's right.
It sounds pretty fitting for any Minnesotan.
It's very Minnesotan. It's a little quirky. It's fun. Something that we're all going to be making. I mean, if you don't make it, then you're not Minnesotan.
Right.
That's the law. So we decided to just kind of put a little bit of a spin on it, and hopefully this is something fun that you can do with your kids at home.
Okay, so you're at Chip Shots.
I'm at Chip Shots.
You've been kind of all over, though.
I've been a little bit everywhere. Yeah, that's a kind of typical thing in the restaurant industry.
Sure.
You don't stick with one place because you don't learn everything in one spot.
Yeah.
I feel like every chef that you learn from all the people they learn from. So it's nice to be able to pass on those secrets and tricks of the trade, I guess.
Absolutely, and now you're at the top over there at Chip Shots, and you guys already have the pickle pizza, so now we're going to have the tot pizza.
The Tot-Dish pizza,
okay.
Yeah, so just having a little bit of fun.
And you can make this at home, so we're going to show you how here today.
Yeah, and then we'll have a little recipe card up by the end of the week, we'll say, on the website.
Once Reed sends that over to me.
Yeah, so busy. So we're just going to start with a hot pan.
Okay.
If you would just slide me a few of those ingredients.
Butter?
Yep, we've got a couple pads of butter that we're going to add. Right now we're making our scratch-made mushroom base, the cream of mushroom. So at home you don't have to make it like this. You can go ahead and use that Campbell's condensed soup.
I was going to say, can't I just get the can?
You can do that. There's tons of substitutions. Cooking has very few rules. I feel like they're all almost made to be bent. I'm not sure if other chefs would agree, but that's my style. So we're starting with a little butter, about a tablespoon of fresh garlic.
Okay.
And then we're going to go in with some cremini mushrooms, so just sliced thinly here. About a half a teaspoon of pepper.
Okay. This specific pepper?
That's just coarse ground black pepper.
Okay.
Yeah.
Salt?
Yep, about a half teaspoon of kosher salt. You can use iodized, whatever you have at home. I have dry thyme here. If you have fresh, just use about double the amount. It's about another half a teaspoon.
Okay, good tip there.
So we're just going to let this cook down a little bit and reduce some of the moisture content out of the mushrooms.
So is this my sauce? This is going to be the sauce.
This is going to be the base sauce for the pizza. At Chip Shots, we take a lot of pride in our recipes and make all the sauces there from scratch. Just something to keep us busy and prideful of our work.
Yeah. Probably tastes a little bit better too.
Yeah, when you work in a place that everything's ready already, you don't get to have any of the fun and don't feel like you get to learn anything. So everybody that comes through and then gains a job in our kitchen gets to experience all these types of things that maybe they haven't. I use a lot of French techniques. My mentor, Chris Rowe from Prescott's, phenomenal chef. I just learned tons, and I try to apply as much of those things that I learned into every kitchen that I go forth in.
Sure.
So if we see here, the mushrooms
and I'm going to say, you might not think that that's what you get at Chip Shots either.
That's not what you might think. So we're reducing pretty fast here.
Okay.
And we're just going to add a little bit of white wine. What this does is deglaze the pan.
See, I never know what the wine does.
Yep.
So you're deglazing the pan.
It's taking the stick off the pan. This happens to be a hex-clad pan, so I don't have that issue terribly. As long as your pan's hot, the moisture will reduce yet again, just a little bit more. Sure. Otherwise, your sauce is going to break. That's when the butter fat separates from your heavy cream. At this point, we're going to add just a couple splashes of Worcestershire sauce.
Okay, that's how you say it. Got it.
Worcestershire, war sauce. There's tons of ways to say it. I thought about how I was going to say it on the way here.
And now you've said it 3 ways, so you're good. You've covered it all.
I covered all the bases. That just kind of brings up the flavor level. And then we're going to add heavy cream. Heavy cream it is.
All right.
Don't skimp on the heavy cream.
Okay.
So while that's reducing, I'm going to go ahead and talk about the rest of our ingredients.
Sure.
I just browned off a little bit of ground beef. We've got our 5-cheese blend. I took fresh green beans. We Frenched them and then blanched them. So very simple process.
Okay.
Just boiling water for 2 minutes, remove and put in ice water. That stops the cooking process and keeps them nice and bright green.
Sure.
You can feel free to use the canned ones. I mean, this is just something that, like I said, we take pride in our ingredients and the techniques. So while this reduces, we're just going to start to build this pizza.
Okay.
Actually have our finished product here.
TV magic.
TV magic, yeah, as we
this
say.
This is your sauce.
Yep, so we're going to just go ahead and put that on. you can make your own crust. You can grab a pre-made crust from the store. That's something that, it's a very personal preference thing. Some people don't mind just grabbing one that's ready already.
Sure.
And in a pinch, and especially if you're doing something fun like this with your kids, that's typically what's going to happen.
Yeah.
I've got 4 kids in my house, so I know that drill very well. So we're going to put our cream sauce base down. We're going to go ahead and put some ground beef. So when that gets warm, it kind of bubbles up and coats it like it would in our regular hot dish.
Sure.
So we'll add a little bit of our 5-cheese mozzarella.
So how did you decide that's the route you were going with that sauce?
Well,
Did you decide, or is there an
I just
original
know
recipe
that
with
just scratch made and growing up, we always use the Campbell's condensed cream of mushroom
Sure.
soup, and I just can't do that anymore. It's against the rules for me, so I have to go this route.
Yeah.
And if you're in a pinch, when your sauce is reducing, you can always make a slurry. What is a little bit of water? It's an equal amount water and cornstarch.
It's a
so we
slurry?
mix a slurry.
Slurry,
So then we
okay.
go ahead and
I
just
didn't know
add
that
a
one.
little bit of that, and that's going to tighten our sauce up and immediately.
Okay, these are good tips.
Yeah, we're just going to stir.
I should be taking notes.
You should, yeah. No, we'll put it all in the
Yeah.
recipe so nobody
I'll
gets
watch.
confused.
I'll watch the video back.
So then when you know that it's tight enough, it's going to stick to the back of your spatula, or at home, a cold spoon.
Okay.
So then we can turn our burner off. That's ready. We can put that aside. Back to our pizza. We're going to add our green beans. Like I said, you can use canned at home, or you can go ahead and use a fresh product. Whatever floats your boat. So yeah, there's our TV Magic pizza coming off. And then we're going to go with a little bit of Monterey blend. You can use straight cheddar. I know that's the classic way to go, but I like this because it has a little extra stretch.
Okay.
And we'll top with our tater tots.
Tater tots.
All around. They don't have to be fancy. They can just kind of land wherever they want. It's just
Sure.
pizza. Could be art, but not today. And then we will go ahead and slide that into our oven,
Okay.
and then out with our
then
finished
voila.
product.
All right, Mr. Overly. I heard you were in here. We have some pizza for you.
Yeah, so here we got a little bit of freeze-dried corn.
So that goes on after.
That's what we're topping it with.
I have to say we were all in the newsroom smelling this, and we all
Wondering
left
what's
our
going on.
desks and we fled to the studio
Yeah, I hear
here.
the
We
door,
were
and I'm like, I
All
bet
right,
it's
boom.
Tom.
I thought they paged
Yeah.
you. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a big page, Tom, to
All
the
right,
studio.
yeah,
Stat,
please,
stat.
hurry. Yeah, so
This
go
is so
ahead and
interesting.
just kind of let her rip. I know it's going to
There you
be
go, Tom.
a little bit
And
hot.
really quick,
so
what's in the sauce here
So
again?
this
It's
is just a scratch-made cream of mushroom soup, and add a little bit of Worcestershire for
cream
depth.
of mushrooms.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Okay, here we go.
This is
Yeah,
very
that's
Minnesotan, North Dakotan. You have your tater tot hot dish. You have your tater tot pizza.
It's just something fun,
This
you know?
is really fun. Really fun. I like the corn at the end too. So it's freeze dried.
It's freeze-dried. I actually use a local processor for this, Frozen Cap Mushroom Farms. I work with him
Oh.
doing special chef dinners. Love to say hey to him. He's done nothing but
Fresh.
great things for me. And we thought, hey, if you can do mushrooms, let's do some corn.
Yeah.
And it's just
I
kind
like
of
corn,
that
yeah.
finesse at the end that makes it a little bit different.
I've never had green beans on a pizza before.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
a
you
really
know,
great
pizza is
idea.
one of those. It started so traditional, and then everything went out
Just
the
do
window.
whatever you
Yeah,
want to do,
it's-
right?
Yep, build your
Okay.
own, right? So.
I was raised on tater tot hot dish up in
Yes.
North Dakota. We'd have tater tot hot dish for
Yes.
hot lunch or once a week or whatever.
Yeah.
So this is kind of like bringing me back to my childhood.
A little bit of pizza too, a little twist. You
That's
can
a
get this
great
pizza
sauce.
at Chip Shots, but again, we will post the recipe and you can watch back this video and you can make it at home, maybe with your kids. As Reed mentioned, a great
Yeah.
thing to do with kids and learn some things too. I learned some things today. So,
Yeah,
Who
so
doesn't
starting
love tater
Thursday
tots?
at Chip Shots.
so it's what?
This will be available on Thursday at Chip Shots.
Okay, on
Yeah, we got to
Thursday.
get a little suspense in the middle here to kind
absolutely.
of build that hype up, and we'd love to just see everybody
this
roll
Thursday.
through.
I'll,
it.
I'll be there on Thursday.
Yeah, there you
Can
go.
I just put a little
Oh,
more
you can
sauce
go
on the
ahead. Yeah,
pizza?
that's the
This
way
is
I
a
like
really
to go
good
too.
sauce. That's a big deal. So I'm just going to take the whole pizza with me
You know,
back
I
to
actually
the,
brought an
back to
extra
the dressing
one.
room as
so,
I'm getting ready for
so
the
take
news.
this one in the box and run away.
It's like no one else feeds you, Tom. You just come in here for this. Thanks. Thanks.
I'll leave you.
You're
Yeah.
fine.
Hey, thank you. This is awesome. Thank
Thanks
you.
for
Thank
coming
you.
in, Tom and Reed.
bet.
Thank you for being here. We really
Absolutely,
appreciate
I'd
it.
love to see you guys again.
Again, more details on our website. That's kttc.com. We'll get that recipe posted. Great job.
Yeah, thanks.
Fantastic.